you now, I'm going to have somebody on this show and he's going to turn around and tell you that he stood there while this person's father died because he wouldn't perform CPR until he waited for his EMTs to get there. He allowed that person to die. He should have gave it a shot. Okay, so, they show pictures of him in Channel 46, him rescuing a dog, and he's holding the dog in the picture. Yeah, he rescued a nice little puppy, but he let some guy, a senior citizen, die waiting for EMTs to come when he has all the equipment in his vehicle. He's no hero, let me tell you. It's just that the powers that be make him into one. Okay, but I had my friend who's an investigator in New York check him out. And supposedly they told me he was from New Jersey. And we can't find anything of Scott Lewis any time before he came to Pahrump. This is an investigator for the city of New York, cannot find, and he didn't break the law by using his investigating powers because he is a taxpayer in Pahrump and Nye County because he owns property in Pahrump. He owns property in Elko. He owns property in Montello. So he is a taxpayer in the state, the county, and the town here. And he did not abuse his powers to do that investigation because he's paying taxes. And part of the taxes he pays goes to the fire department. He's allowed to do that. So I do know people with power. They just don't abuse it. But for some reason, he cannot find anything on Scott Lewis before he came to Pahrump. I don't understand why that is. So maybe somebody could check that out. So, I'm going to have this person, the person I talked to today in the desert when I did the interview, was jumping around. She's a little bit nervous and everything. She doesn't know me and doesn't know who she's telling anything to. And she said that two of the commissioners tried to help her, like I said before, and I turned around and told them, I actually stood up for the commissioners saying that sometimes their power doesn't extend far enough. So they probably were at a brick wall and they couldn't do anything more for her. But as a citizen, I could probably do more if I can get the powers that be to work with me to get to the bottom of it. I still want to know how a person who works for a bureaucrat working for the county can have somebody's power shut off and saying their house is not suitable for people to live there and evict them. I just don't get that. I want to change the story a little bit here and go back to Nye County. And, people are talking about Chris Arabia. He is our DA. And some people saying he's not doing a good job and, he's not even there a year. Let's see what's going on. And then they talked about him firing somebody and then a lawsuit and this and that. And they're saying there's a lot of people leaving and he's moving people around. Well, maybe he is cleaning up the mess that Brian Kunze left us that Angela Bello refused to do. When Angela Bello was on the job the second day, I had brought her audio video on some corruption that was going on here. And then there was a guy named Timothy Treffinger who got pushed out of here because of that video. And she didn't go any further. And I turned around and told her not to trust Sharon Worley. She's not your friend. And she says, I hope that's not true because I think she is. I says, well, I think you need to reevaluate your friendship with her because she's only a friend to herself, okay, and only what power she can abuse. And that's the reason why people campaigned against her like I campaigned against Kunze. People campaigned against Angela Bello and she lost by a small margin because she wasn't doing the right thing for the citizens. She became part of the clique, and that's where the problem is. So I'm not going to get into anything else. I have 5 pages. There was something posted on Facebook, and I wrote it all down, the conversation, and the day after I wrote it all down, Facebook took it down. So I'm glad I wrote it all down. And it was about Pelosi. And the Pelosi villages that they have going on, those homeless camps they have going on in California. So Lazy Dog is going to be sitting in this chair in about 10 minutes. And so listen to some music. I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to jump and change seats and go into the booth and engineer Lazy Dog show. So listen to the music for 10 minutes. Go get yourself a beer, but don't get in the car and drive after you do that. Have a cold one on me and turn around, and we'll be talk to you next week. And in 10 minutes, Lazy Dog will be here. Good night. God bless.
We're not going to get a bill.
Yeah, right?